What's going on YouTube? I'm Scotch.
I'm Sniff.
And we're ScotchNSniff.
Today we're going to be doing another Cadillac review. I call them Cadillac reviews because they're reviews of bottles that are just...
But would you rather go Lamborghini or Cadillac?
So that's the thing. So Scotch was like, wait a minute, why are we doing a Cadillac review? And I'm like, listen to me. You don't sit down and watch Top Gear because they're reviewing the newest 2017 Honda Civic Type R.
It's because they're driving sideways.
You're watching Top Gear because they're reviewing the brand new, you can't afford it, Lamborghini Aventador LP 990
640,
TAC 4,
720.
whatever it is, just something ridiculous. So here we are today. We already have a giant blog post on where this bottle came from. It came from my pockets. I bought this. I bought this last year at Christmas time, knowing that I wanted to celebrate like just a crazy birthday celebration with friends. And you can see like not everybody enjoyed it. We did a blind taste testing. Don't ever tell Macallan this, but not everybody enjoyed it in the blind taste testing. So in terms of how much has been drinking out of it, at least half of that is just me sitting at home on a bad Monday. but we're gonna go ahead and try this. History of the bottle: it's part of the 1824 line. We've got the Rare Cast, the Reflection, the number 6, and the M. Costco happened to have this for an amazing deal, so I picked it up. And there it was, birthday bottles. Like, that's just something that I like to do every year.
Yeah. Do I think it's the best? No, I was one of those few at his party that didn't pick this one as being the highlight. Which is funny because blind tests are a great way to really open up your mind and to find out what you really like and what is jaded by marketing. I usually say that I really don't like the Macallan 21 Fine Oak, but in this instance where we tasted the 3 bottles, I chose Macallan 21 Fine Oak as my favorite, and this one was the second. But that really goes to show you that price really doesn't, or it shouldn't rather, have an effect on what you're liking.
It was kind of funny to watch that because when we sat down with just the 21 Fine Oak and he knew what it was, he was like, wow, it's got a little bit of peat in it. I'm not such a fan. Orange peels are really getting to me, and it's this and that. But then we sat down to the blind taste testing, and all of a sudden
I was like, man, this is really smooth. I said it's a classic malt. This is something that I would enjoy if I had to not think about something. And I was just like, man, I just want a malt that I want to enjoy right now. And it was such a stark contrast from what I had previously thought. It was funny.
It's kind of interesting the way that works in terms of psychology. So the Macallan Reflection it's classic Macallan. So you're looking at a sherry bomb. You've got, that's all I can smell on the nose right now. I don't even get the classic Macallan orange notes or any of their other flavors that they have, the nutties and the spices from the sherry. But in this,
it is very deep and rich. The sherry is crazy apparent. It really is forcing everything out of the way. I do get a little bit of oak, which is nice to counteract all that sweet sherryness, but it's like an Oloroso nice sherryness.
It's definitely something we want to do in the future, is definitely sit down and do a sherry comparison for everybody, because sometimes it's nice to spend $50 to buy 6 bottles of sherry to sit down and taste to see really what you like. You've got Oloroso, you've got Amontillado, you've got all these different kinds of Fino, you've got different kinds of You've got different kinds of sherries that you can taste inside of these, and different companies, of course, buy different casks.
And they have such a difference in flavor. Fino is going to be very high acid and almondy and very nutty like that, and then you get all the way to the Olorosos and the Pedro Jimenez, and they're very viscous and thick and rich and syrupy, more desserty. But how would you know what the sherry in this tastes like if you didn't have an opportunity to taste sherry on its own? It's a really good way to expand your palate, and really, just talking with the reflection in my mouth, blowing out, I can taste more of a nuttiness, which is interesting, and kind of like a toffee, which is nice. But you can build your palate by just trying the things that go into it, which is cool.
Spices and toffee definitely on the palate, and the finish here is otherworldly. Is it worth? So we've seen this bottle for $1,900 in places. Like if you go to Total Wine today in Las Vegas, it's $1,900. Is it worth that? I'm gonna tell you flat out no. Is it worth what I paid for it, which is right around $1,200? Honestly, no. There are other Macallans that I've had that are great. They're from their 17 Fine Oak to the 18. The 18, I'm on my second bottle and I have a third in standby. The 18 has so much sweet chocolate and is now so expensive that it's ridiculous. That it's hard to beat. And this doesn't have any of the sweet chocolate notes. This is all spice. This is all sherry. This is all motor oil viscosity. Don't get me wrong, it tastes fantastic, but in terms of price, if you're looking at somebody else who has a bottle of it and you're like, oh my gosh, I just have to spend all my life savings on that. Spend your life savings on something else.
Save it
something
for the kids.
Save it for your kids.
Yeah. The spice in this is delicious. The sherry is delicious. It's complex, and you can taste that there's age, a lot of age. It's not shallow. But yeah, for the price, I like the Macallan line. I just feel as though a lot of them are just sherry. You know, the Mac 18 is very sweet. It's viscous. As it hits your tongue, it just coats the entire palate of just like rich, sweet sherry. But at $289 a bottle, and now the Macallan 17, I think Sniff got it for $150. And then for whatever reason, they were just like, oh no, it's really taken off. Now it's at the exact same price as the Mac 18.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's good. It's delicious. The Macallan 17 is one of my favorite Macallans. Bourbon flavors and delicious sherry. But yeah, when it gets into this $1,100 price range, $1,900 price range, you're really paying for this, visage of a bottle.
The glass is beautiful.
This is a metal topper.
The metal topper is amazing. We've got pictures on the blog on
Wonderful.
ScotchNSniff.com that really show how beautiful this bottle is through pictures. But now I'm getting orange and I'm getting some apricot, and it tastes fantastic. It's just not worth, I don't know. It's hard to say it's not worth the price because we don't know what they put in it. This is the problem with non-age statement things. But if I had to do it again, I would do it because birthday, Christmas. But if I had to do it on a whim, no.
Have you had a chance to try this yourself? Comment down below.